Hello lovely people, welcome back to Mrs. Dre Food Channel. Today we are going to make the most tastiest Ghana beef stew with fried boiled eggs. So if you are interested, let's get right into it. So I've got here my beef and I've got about 1 kilo 84 grams. I have already washed it and all. And then I am going to add some ginger and garlic paste. This is what I'm using this time, but you can use the fresh one if you like. And then I'm going to add a bit of onion granules, and again feel free to add fresh onions. And then I'm also going to add a bit of meat seasoning. If you don't have this, you can use all-purpose seasoning if that's what you have. And then I'm going to add some beef seasoning and some hot pepper powder. And I'm going to say it again, Rennie is still the best beef seasoning for me of all time. All right, and then I'm going to add a bit of salt to taste. Next, I am going to add water. So we are going to steam our beef, okay? And now I'm going to give it a little stir and cover it and let it simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. So guys, this is my meat now. I'm just looking at it halfway and to give it a little stir. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it again and let it cook until then. And this is it, guys. Look at the beef, it is ready. The oil has settled on top. So now I'm going to separate the beef from the stock because we have to prepare the meat separately. Okay, so this is it, and guys, I'm so tempted to eat it. I love beef, but anyway, I'm just going to compose myself, but I can't. So this is it. I'm going to leave it on the side. So now I'm also going to pour the stock aside. Okay, right, and this is it. I've got about 600 milliliters. That's not bad. Alright guys, so I've washed my pot because this is the one I want to use, and I'm going to pour in some oil. You can use any type you like and let it heat up. When the oil is hot, I'm going to add a bit of mild tandoori curry, which is the red one, but you can use any one you like or even omit it and give it a little stir. Now I am going to fry my beef, okay, just like that. And by the way, this is a beef stew, but if you wanted to use, let's say, goat meat or mutton, it is the same process. You can use the same method I am using. All right, so now stir it and let it fry until it becomes brown or until you are satisfied with it. So this is how I like my fried beef. So now I am going to remove it from the oil. Okay, why? Because one, it is cooked or fried, and two, because I am going to use the same oil to make my stew. Okay, because this oil already has all the good flavors. All right, so now I have also sliced some onions and I am going to fry it in the oil. I'm going to give it a stir and let it fry for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it becomes translucent. So in the meantime, I'm going to blend my ginger, garlic, onion and scotch bonnet with my meat stock. So I'm not going to add any water. There's no point. I have meat stock. Okay. So right now I am putting my ginger, onion, garlic, scotch bonnet and pepper in my blender, and then I am going to add all of my stock to it. All right, and blend it. So now back to our onions. They are nicely cooked and it's translucent, and I am now going to pour in my mixture. You can also do it after you have added the tomatoes, but it's the same, right? So now give it a little stir and let it fry for about 7 to 10 minutes on a medium heat. And this is how it looks like now, and it's a bit more thicker. So this is the right time for me to add in my tomato paste or tomato puree, and I'm going to use 2 of these. I use a lot of tomato in my stews, but this is a tomato stew. But if you don't like it, you can only use one of the tomato paste if you want. Okay, so now I'm going to stir it and make sure the tomatoes is nicely blended with my stock. Okay, and this is how it looks like now. So now I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. Alright, let's have a look at our stew, and you can see that some oil has settled on top of it, and this is the right time to add in my tomatoes. Alright, so for this stew I am just using blended plum tomato, but you can use the chopped one, or even tomato sauce, or even tomato passata, whichever one you have. So now I'm going to give it a stir, and then I am going to cover it and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on a medium heat. And then I am going to add in some seasoning, and this time I'm going to add my onga stew seasoning. Look at our stew, it's starting to look amazing, so I'm just going to add my onga, and then I am also going to add a little bit of red curry or tandoori curry, but you can use the yellow one. And then I am going to add one small maggi cube, but of course if you don't like it you can skip this step. And last but not least, I am going to add some salt to taste. So this is all for my seasoning, and now I am going to stir it, and then I will cover it again just for about 5 minutes. And you will also notice that I did not cover it fully. Friends, I'm also going to add some spring onions. I really love spring onion in my stews, but of course you can skip it if you don't like it, or if you prefer to use any other vegetable. Okay, so now I'm just cutting it, and I'm going to look at my stew now. Oh, it looks fantastic. Just give it a little stir, and then I'm going to add in my fried beef. So this is a perfect time to put it back in the stew. So now just going to stir it a little bit, and then I am going to cover it again, but still not fully, and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes on a medium to low heat. And this is it. And now I am going to add in my spring onions, and if you want to replace the spring onions with leeks, please go ahead and do it. It's very, very nice. I think sometimes it even tastes better than spring onions, but it's down to everyone's choice. And now I have also got my boiled eggs, and I'm going to fry it. So guys, I'm going to add fried boiled eggs, and it's amazing with beef stew. But if you think this is too much, please do not do it. But if you're like me and you like your food, then do it. You are not going to regret it. It is just so tasty. All right, so the eggs are ready, taking it out of the oil, and now adding it to my stew. And you will notice that some eggs are not fried. Is because I have people here in my family who do not like it. They just like the boiled eggs, simple boiled. So now give it a little stir, and then I'm gonna let it cook for a further 3 minutes, and that's it. Look at my beef stew, guys. It's just amazing, and it smells amazing. I'm just going to dish some stew on my plate so that you can see how nice it looks. What would you eat this with? Me, dear, it's my rice, my perfume rice. Look at this beauty, guys. It also goes with some boiled yams, boiled plantain, cocoa yam, anything you like, even spaghetti. All right, my dear friends, this was my amazing beef stew, Ghana style beef stew. I really hope you enjoyed watching it, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, to comment, to share my videos if you care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.